There was a spider in my t-shirt. Oh my god. Oh, I got bit by a spider. That's what that was. It wasn't plastic crinkling in my t-shirt. It was a spider biting me. I have to take this top off. I'm about to pass out. Oh man. Okay, so real quick change of wardrobe, and I calmed down a little bit. Spiders don't usually scare me, but when I looked at my collar and I saw the size of the spider that was on my shoulder, unfortunately, I instinctively crushed it. Because I thought it was biting me. I think it may have been trying to, because I felt like stabbing, like a sharp stabbing. I thought it was like plastic wrapping under my clothes, and unfortunately, I killed it. I would never kill a spider purposefully, like if it was just crawling around or something, but it was in my clothes, and I immediately freaked out. Let me show you the size of the spider that was in my clothes on my shoulder, I think trying to bite me. Look at that. I mean, that's what's left of it, but yeah, I just kind of freaked out and I killed this poor guy. Just instinctively, my brain was like, a spider is biting you. And like, kill it. I feel very bad about it. So I don't need people in the comments making me feel bad about it. So let's continue on with the video. Anyway, before we start the video, Interview with the Vampire audiobooks available now. Next one will be available in the next week. So sign up before the end of the month to make sure you get it. Okay, anyway, welcome everyone to another video. Well, today we're going to be looking at memes, more specifically, memes about Goths and various other things. I put a call to action out in the Discord, in the Jake Munro Discord, and they came back immediately with a bunch of memes. And we got a bunch to look through. I'm also going to look at some other ones as well. If you Google Goth memes, a lot of them are very offensive and hurtful. So maybe we'll look at those too. Oh, I can still feel it on my shoulder. It's hard to tell with those ones. Like, not a lot of spiders in the UK can bite very hard. And those big, long-legged brown ones that we get that look very similar to brown recluses that you get in some parts of America, which they're not here. They're not capable of giving quite a significant bite. So that's why I'm not entirely sure if it bit me or not, or if it was trying to. I was definitely putting it through enough distress for it to try and bite me. Let's just say that. Okay, so first up, let's check this one out. We have a meme here featuring 11 when she went through that goth phase in season 2. Spoilers. Me during my goth phase and me during my current phase, where I'm 1,000 times more sad, but dressed normal for work. Again, I don't really want to draw a parallel between being goth and being sad, but I get the idea because, you know, that is a thing. You know, people still have that, oh, I wish I could dress like that, but, you know, I have to dress for work, and if I bought all that clothing, I'd only wear it, like, some of the time. We have a 3-panel meme right here, and I can't fully read it. Can someone please switch off the sun? I want to dance in the darkness, listening to Bauhaus in the cemetery. Yeah, pretty much. Me at family gatherings. I mean, that's real true. I mean, I never had a family gathering because I just didn't like family at all, but I have seen a lot of family photos where this happens to be the case. And, but you know, like the family pretends to be cool with it, and then the family gathering ends, and then you are the sole topic of these people's conversations for weeks. You should try dressing normal for once. Me. Pretty much. I mean, that looks like he's wearing a punk rave outfit. That looks punk rave. And even when I'm dressing down, even when I think I'm dressing down, I'm still very much a sore thumb sticking out in society. And I think I'm being normal, but people still stare. So yeah, that's relatable. I can 100% relate to this meme when your son is going through a phase. Man, I wish I had a family this cool. I really do. How most goths think they look with their makeup versus how goths actually look. I think this is also true. I've seen a lot of makeup sponsored by Crayola, if you know what I mean. You know, a lot of people who don't know how to blend eyeshadow, who don't know how to get their eyebrows even. People doing all sorts of weird stuff with lipstick, who don't know the shape of their own lips, they don't know how to overline, and it looks really, really bad. But worry not, folks. You have to start somewhere, and we all get better with practice. So keep practicing. Also, is that Paul Bearer? I'm pretty sure that is late wrestler Paul Bearer. Oh, this one. Now, this is quite clearly taken in the year 2002, 2003. I would have been a little bit older than these kids at that time. In fact, I think I may have been their age at this time, but I'm pretty sure that is taken in Lapland, which is in the Arctic Circle, where I've been before. And yes, I did get my photo taken with the actual Santa Claus. He is credited as the real Santa Claus. Do with that information what you will, but he is. So, but man, I wish I could have been this cool when I was this age. because I was just getting into fashion around that age, so lucky kids. I have 2 reactions going out. Ew the sun and ew the people. Wednesday Addams, a big crush of mine when I was a kid, and I gotta agree with half of that statement, ew the people. I find myself becoming increasingly intolerant of other human beings, and I'm not entirely sure where it's coming from. I think it's ever since I started locking myself in the studio far more often for much longer periods of the day, getting this YouTube channel up and running. So I think that's where it's come from. But now I just don't even go to the city anymore because the idea of being around other human beings is just unbearable. I'm fitting nicely into this stereotype. Are you wearing all black again? I wear all black to remind you not to mess with me because I'm already dressed for your funeral. Which is a killer line. That's a hell of a line. I'd love to like say that seriously to someone in the street. You know, like someone says like Goth or something or freak, and then you're close enough and you go over to them and you're all intimidated. I'm not tall enough to be intimidating, but you go over and it's just like you say that line. You know, and you nail it. You don't trip over your words or anything. Oh, that'd be such a good day. I think they'd have to walk away because of just how cool it was that you said that. Or they'll just immediately try and right hook you. Most likely the latter. Remember, some attempts can be fatal to Goths. If you're hot, they're hot. Bring them inside. PSA to all those who own Goths. If you're going to leave them in cars, please leave the AC on or crack a window. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, a lot of people deal with the heat badly. I'm not one of them. I love the heat. I can deal with a lot of heat. This doesn't really relate to me, but I do know a lot of people this can relate to. But if I'm walking around and it's direct sunlight, you know, like it's midday or something, then yeah, you know, if I'm wearing black, it's gonna suck. But Jonah Hill, dressed as, I think, Goth? Actually, yeah, do you know what? He literally has Robbie Smith on his t-shirt. So yeah, we can safely assume no matter what else he does with his hair or makeup or anything else he's wearing, as long as he's wearing that, he's a Goth. 100% undebatable. This is actually one of my favorites because, you know, whenever those of you who rent or those of you who have painted a place or had to repaint a place whenever you move out, you will know that, you know, you'll have to repaint. And whenever you go to repaint, there's more than just cream colored or off-white. There's also like eggshell and like daisy white and egg white. You know, there's all sorts of different whites and grays and creams and matte colors. And it's absolutely ridiculous. But there's a meme going around, there's a really old meme going around that, you know, when your blacks don't match and it's a real thing, people think it's a joke, but it's like, no, some black dye, because there's no color black. There is merely only like an oversaturated color that already exists. Like you can get a really, really deep black red, and some people use blue. And this is something I've noticed. Some people use like a red dye or a brown dye, like a red or a reddish brown ink dye that is just oversaturated to the point where it's black. And some people use blue. And I've always felt that the blue black dye was way better because it fades gray. It fades monochrome. But the red dye, the people that use red black, it fades brown and it looks horrendous. There's also greens as well, like some things fade green. Other fabrics hold black better than others, so they fade at different times. But yeah, once you've had your clothes for a while and you've washed them, they've been through the wash a few times and they start to fade, and some of them are brown dyes, and some of them are green, and some of them are blue, and some of them hold the dye better than others. It can become a bit of a nightmare. And I know some people are going to be saying that you can re-dye, but the thing is, some fabrics don't. Yes, my least favorite depiction of Goths, which are Goths who are used for the sole purpose of being a punchline. We already get a bad rap, and usually these comedies are like normies' only window into our lives or what people think our lives are, or just exposure to us in mainstream media. So when they see stuff like this, because they don't see any other reference of Goth, this is what they think it is. Just miserable, indifferent, arrogant children. Oh, look who it is. When they ask if goth and emo are the same thing. Like, that is so real. Because you'll be walking down the street looking goth AF, and someone will shout emo. And like, I don't know about you guys, I know emo is having a bit of a resurgence now, but like, back in the day when emo first came out in like 2003, 2004, or at least that's when it hit my school, emo was like really hated. Like, whenever emo first came out in the early 2000s, it was really divisive. You either loved it and you lived and you breathed the culture, or you absolutely despised it, which a lot of people did. Most people did. And then emo died, because I thought the music was horrendous, and like the emo kids were just so annoying. But now there's like such a resurgence of it now. There's such a second wind of emo, and people don't hate it. People don't realize that there was a lot of hate for it. People can just come out and do it now. Like nu metal back then, like nu metal and metalcore, they were always at odds with like the emo kids who had like The Used and MCR and all that stuff. But I was from the generation that did not like emos at all. I was the one that hated them. Oh, this is the self-perception, the perception meme. These perception ones are always really fun. Some of them are completely way off. But I always like the ones where, where it's all the same. Every picture is the same. This is the original Addams Family. Incidentally, apparently the set was like bright pink and greens and all different colors because whenever it translated into black and white, if the set was all monochrome and black, you wouldn't have been able to see anything. So yeah, they actually lived in a house that was brightly colored. In fact, here's a picture of it. That's what it actually looked like. Well, in color. Yes, contrary to what the Addams Family believes, any goth parents would love if their little Tommy, little Jimmy, little Pugsley went outside and played sport. This is, okay, this one annoys me, and I'm going to explain why. So this is a very popular meme, as you guys know, but there seems to be a double standard where normal guys will date goth girls or would date goth girls. In fact, they do. But normie girls don't date goth guys. And if they do, it's very, very rare. But it's, normie girls aren't out there looking for their goth guy prince, But normie guys are out there hunting for their kinky goth girl, their big titty goth girlfriend, and it's just something that just irks me. It just annoys me. You will see Chads and Brads date a goth chick, or at least sleep with one, but you'll never see like a Selena Gomez type girl, or a Taylor Swift type chick dating this. Oh man, I was talking about this not too long ago. Every time I'm out in public, there's too many people on this earth. We need a new plague. But like, yeah. There's always that duality of thought and theory where you're just like, man, there are too many people. And there are too many people. There's too many people. We are consuming far too many resources and growing at a far too fast rate for the human race to be sustained. And yes, the human beings do need a culling. If you don't know what culling means, there it is. There's the explanation. I mean, we neuter dogs. We hunt local predators so that we have access to more of the desired meats and prey that we want to hunt. Also, general safety. I know wolves were killed in the UK in order to make the parks and the forests safer. But you try and tell a Western family that they're only allowed one kid because of overpopulation, and suddenly you've gone too far. But the thing is like this new plague. Everyone's just like, you need a new plague. People need to be killed off. It's just like, well, you're going to be killed? It's like, no, not me. I mean, everyone else but me. I'm sure everyone's going to have the same attitude. Like the whole zombie apocalypse thing, It's like, how would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Oh yeah, I'll be all right. Yeah, I can get away. Be all right. Do you? Do you think that? Because there seems to be a lot of people who think that they could survive a zombie apocalypse. Yes, the Morticia we know and love. You wear too much makeup. Your lashes are too long. Contours too strong. Eyebrows too dark. Highlight too bright. And we've all come across this. People don't really realize what they're saying, what they mean by to this and to that. To what for who? Too dark for who? Or whom is the correct way that you would say that. What they mean is they don't like it. It's too dark for them. It's too extreme for them. But for you, it's just right. So you could just say, seems like the perfect amount to me. So shut the fuck up. Got Alice Cooper here keeping it real when someone looks at my clothes, hair, makeup, and tells me it's not Halloween anymore. Man, we get that a lot, don't we? Hey, Halloween is until next month. It's not even close to being Halloween. What are you, stupid? I'm walking here. It's like, yes, I'm fully aware of when if anyone knows, and this sounds familiar, if anyone knows when Halloween is, it's me! And this is the last meme of the day, but yes, Rub's face displays his entire eyebrow. And do you know what? I don't wear eyebrows for that exact reason, because they're annoying. Plus, I just love the creepy alien look that I get with no eyebrows, but I think my face suits it, I think. But in terms of other things that are completely relatable, is foundation. Especially when you're wearing white foundation, which immediately stains your black clothes. And because we are not porcelain white underneath foundation, which I'm not wearing today, yeah, my skin is just this good. You want to know my secret? Water and genetics. I never got acne or spots or anything like that. My skin is just this good. I do have a tendency to go red, like after a shower or something, but yeah, this is what my skin looks like. But yeah, when you rub off your white foundation and you can see your human skin underneath, and it is so noticeable. Okay, well, thank you everyone for tuning in for another video. Don't forget, before you leave the video today, Interview with Vampire audiobooks now available on Patreon, link in the description and at the end of the video. Make sure you sign up before the end of the month to make sure you get access to the current audiobook and also the audiobook I'm about to be releasing in September. September is going to be crazy. I'm going to be sending off the orders that I have for the t-shirts and the signed prints, which I have, by the way. I'm going to be signing them live this weekend, this Sunday, hopefully along with the t-shirts as well. I've got some brand work to do. I have the new album to finish because it's going to be released in October. There's also new merch being released halfway through September as well, and I'm very excited for you guys to see it because it looks dope. Okay, I had a great day today because I made it a great day, even though I was attacked savagely by a spider, which I still feel really bad about. And I'll see you this Sunday for a live signing of those prints that you guys ordered. Okay, see you later.